Which one is closer to the truth? Harley Quinzel or Harley Quinn? So we got our first piece of audio from Folie à Deux, the second Joker film today. More specifically, we got to hear for the first time how Lady Gaga's character will sound. Now, unsurprisingly, it kicked off a bit of discourse, but more specifically, there was a lack of any notable accent and people were reacting to that. I also think it's worth noting that every single actress who has played Harley, starting from Arlene Sorkin right at the beginning, has introduced some version of either Jersey or Brooklyn accent for the character. And this accent is often also used as a way to signal the differences between Harley Quinzel and Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn's accent generally tends to be stronger and more noticeable. Harley Quinzel, in comparison, is generally more toned down, or the accent is only noticeable on occasion. And I was a little bit flabbergasted because I heard other people today refer to that thicker accent as part of Harley Quinn's shtick, as part of the persona, and I've always read it the other way around. Now, a little bit of further context as to why I personally interpret it this way. I am the child of two working class individuals who heavily worked to change or erase their regional accents so that they would be taken seriously within their professional settings. My father is from the city of London itself, and he had a pretty thick Cockney accent at one point. However, it was not looked kindly upon in the tech industry in the 70s, and now he has lost it to the point where it really only comes out on the rare occasions when he is angry. My mother likewise had a lovely Welsh Valleys accent, but working in psychiatric nursing, once again in the 70s, it was not looked kindly upon, and now her Welsh accent really only comes out when she's speaking to her mother, my grandma. Because of this, I made the assumption that Harley Quinzel was putting on this neutral accent in an attempt to fit herself into a more conventional mould and to blend into the professional setting. There's obviously, unfortunately, a lot of abuse and trauma which Harley faces at the beginning of her becoming Harley instead of Harleen. However, there's also elements of her freeing herself from conventions, and one of the reasons that the shows and the films and the comics have all chosen to reinforce that Harley is Harley regardless of who else is around her is because she's freed herself from those conventions. So regardless of how she paints her face or what name she uses or what outfit she wears, who she allies herself to, I've always thought that the voice she ends up having when she's Harley was a natural part of her being. Now, as far as I'm aware, I can't find anything in canon across the varying universes which specifically addresses this, so I'm assuming it's up for personal interpretation at this point, but I'd be interested to see what you guys think.